Raghav, and welcome to Lockdown Learner. And
Hello.
today we will be asking something about web development from you. How much experience you are
Yes,
having in web development in this field?
I'm having 1.5 years.
Okay, so on which all technologies you have worked or working on?
Initially, I worked on Java and JSP, that is Java Server Pages, and for the backend, I used PostgreSQL.
Okay, so what are your views on web development after having 1.5 year experience?
See, everything we made, any new technology comes,
Mhm.
we need to tell the end user how it works, or everything which is coming in the industry, we have to interact with the end users. So how will they control it? They can use it only by the full stack development only, the which we engineers make. That is by following the website. Like if we make an IoT project also, there we know that it is control between the devices. But how do we control those devices? It is
Okay.
using that app only. That is the website or anything. Like we say if in the browsers only, if you browse anything or you need to see any kind of data, that is on the website only. That is a full stack thing. So for my views is the best full stack or the best full stack practice is to have the best response time and to have the beautiful UI so that the user may come again and again on your website. So we need to focus on those things, so the user have minimum response time and the best outlook of the website.
Okay. So which language you prefer for backend?
For backend, there are many languages, but like for smaller projects, we can use Node.js, and for the larger projects, we need to maintain the memory leak also. So it is well established by, we can say, C Sharp, which works on ASP.NET Core platform, or we and we can use Java, and now the Golang also have come. It is also very trending. It is of Google, so they have invested much amount of money for that language, and it is now becoming more and more popular also. Soon, I think C Sharp and Golang will be rising ahead of other languages.
Okay. So do you have any advice for a fresher which are like currently are in college and want to pursue their career in this full stack development or this web development? Any advice for them?
Just need to, because if you go on to any language like full stack or anything, first you need to clear the basics. Everything you learn, anything like if you are learning JavaScript, do not go directly on the React.js. First have a good hands on the vanilla JavaScript. If you are learning Java, then you have good concepts on firstly on C, object oriented programming, and the core Java part, because only that will help you for solving many problems. Because it doesn't mean that in full stack you have to only make the UI. There is business logic hidden behind that. For that, your mind should be at a peak level to solve all those problems. So it comes only when we have the basics and concepts clear.
Okay. After learning front end part, so in which language like fresher should proceed for their back end part for fresher?
For fresher, see, from my point of view, the easier language is Node.js. From my point of view, I'm saying, because initially I learned Node.js for the backend, then I worked on Java. So I think that Java is little, it is a little complex, we can say, because yeah, if the student is more comfortable in JavaScript, because JavaScript behaves in very different way than other languages. The huge amount of callbacks, the student can easily get confused also. If you have a good hands on JavaScript, then you will like the Node.js very easy, and otherwise the other languages, after there each language have their own use, so we cannot say for any fresher, but I can say that Node.js is little simpler than other languages.
So basically you want to say that it depends on student to student and their learning. Like
First, it depends on project to project.
okay.
The easier language is Node.js
Okay.
only for those who love JavaScript. Otherwise, who do not know any or do not have any hands on JavaScript, then the easier language can be Python only.
Okay. So which you prefer, React or Angular?
React.
React. Okay. React
Yes,
is basically
because it
trending
have
right now.
huge number of third-party libraries and we have choice of using anything. But in Angular, we are forced to do with the particular libraries only, which Angular provide.
Okay. So there is any advice for fresher like which course they should do for start this web development, or like from where they can start?
Which
Like any advice, like from YouTube or like from any website, or which you like to prefer?
see if firstly the student need to learn vanilla JavaScript.
Hmm.
It can be done on YouTube also because there are so many courses which are there explaining well on the vanilla JavaScript. After that, the jQuery library is pretty easy to learn. It can be done in one day also.
Hmm.
After that, if the student wants to have good hands-on any the new libraries which are coming in React or Angular, the Angular is little complex, so it can have a well course on Udemy they can take for React.js. Um, I have also took a course on from the Udemy only because Udemy we can see the reviews and the structure. It can be found on YouTube or Udemy both the React, but I have done from the Udemy only.
Okay, so thank you for your advice on web development. So let us have a little talk on UCA batch because most of the students are like curious to know about UCA batch. So what you have
Yes,
learned in UCA batch, and there is any benefit of being in a UCA batch?
the the main focus on the USA batch is on the data structures and the basic problems. I can say the core concepts for any programming language, like we can say that all the data structures they completely focus on those things. And after that, if the time is remaining, then they go on to the other things like full stack thing or the other technologies which might come later in the years. But their focus is on the clearing more and more concepts of the students, operating system, and the data structures.
Okay, according to you.
So
Hmm.
other batches do not have that facility. The they just they make the student learn all the things, but they do not make them to learn pretty well. They do not focus more on those things.
Okay. According to you, like there is data structure is main or the projects in resume is main? Data structure knowledge is main or a project in resume is main? Or both are like main part for the interview?
See, um, if this it is which I have seen the people or we can say the students they make projects and they get jobs in interview also. So what does that happen? We have a good hands-on project. So when we work in the industry, we know the some things. Yeah, that I have done from this project. Now it is helpful. It is helpful here. Like if a student have worked on Node.js in the college time and they have made the project, so in the industry it is little beneficial for them to do, and the company do not have to invest more time on them to make them learn or give them time to learn those things. So it is beneficial for the industry if the student work on the project. But if the student have more hands on data structure, then he is ahead of other students to learn the new languages. Like if you have worked on, if you have made two projects, and I have do not made any project, but I have very good hands on data structures, and something or new language comes now, and that language you also haven't done and I also haven't done, then I will do it a better, faster rate than you because because my mind will always be more sharp because I've done data structures.
More sharp and
So
like
increase our
free because
yes,
you have done the
it
main part.
increases our intelligence. It increases our thinking ability.
Okay. So
So we can make projects time to time, but always have a good hands on the data structures. Because the after if we see if after 10 years of coding in the industry we will leave the coding, but our brain will work for the end of our life. So it need to be increased. It need to be powered. Data structure is the best thing. Not only data structures and other complex things which we do, and we put pressure on our brain. That is helpful.
so do you want to give any advice like where to start data structure, like from Geek for Geeks, Hacker Rank, Hacker Earth, from where a
See,
fresher should start?
Geeks for Geeks is huge. It will take around 3 4 years to complete that.
Hmm.
But the concepts from it are very clear.
Clear.
So there now I am seeing that there are many online sessions are being held which teach data structures. But from my point of view is firstly you need to learn the basics. Basics can be learned from anywhere, like from YouTube also or anything. Or you take and take the Udemy course. Learn the, like if we say about the linear data structure, just study the simple concepts of linear linked list tree, queues, and those stacks. Try solving the problems from the codes which we can see normal, and after that you can do it from different platforms like lead code, some easy problems for the geeks for geeks, and you can after that you can go on to hacker rank. You can solve the problems there, but do not try to solve all the problems of geeks for geeks because it will take huge amount of time, because
Because
you have to learn other things also.
there are many problems on Geek for Geeks. Like
A
you
huge
can
number.
spend 4 to 5 years by doing and doing.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes. So, is there any other advice in coding or a web development which you want to give? Like for certification kind of a thing? Like, is there any necessary certification for web development or a knowledge is sufficient?
No, 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 no. Nothing. There is no use of certification.
Okay.
It is better first never to leave the data structures. Do at least 1 to 2 questions every day.
Hmm.
If you think that we will do it later, because if we do one question also, 30 questions will be solved after a month,
Hmm.
and after a year, 30 into 12, 360 problems. Good problems. If you do one or two problems, also two problems also a day, like around we can do 450 problems in a year. So it is a good amount of questions which can be can done, and side by side do your project work. And we do not need to do any certification. Just study the concepts. Like we have to, if we want to use React in the front end, so first study React completely. Take a week around to study every basic concepts of React.js. Then take any course or any from see any course on the YouTube. Just make a project side by side after the video. After side by side looking the video, make the project. After you will be having, after that you will be having a good hands on that technology which we use.
Hmm.
And after you have good hands on, you can make your own project also
Yeah.
with
Everyone
your own idea.
everyone should start with a like basic kind of a project when you are learning any new thing. It's
Yes,
like
yes, yes.
a good habit
We
for
need to
learning a new
make
thing. Hmm.
we
Yes.
need to make a sample project
Hmm.
so that we are, if you try to make directly a complex thing, then the small things on which we stuck, we will not be able to solve, and we will waste more time. So better to first waste 1 2 days on the sample project or the simpler things, so that in making a complex thing, we do not waste time on those simple things.
So basically, the main conclusion is like that it is not necessary to take any course from Udemy or Udacity. You can do things from YouTube also because they are now more stuff on YouTube, right, Raghav?
Yes.
Like we are
Only
having,
the thing is that
yeah,
in the Udemy we get the structure of the
structure,
course.
yeah.
The main benefit of Udemy is that only.
But rest all you can find on YouTube. Now there are millions of videos on a single topic on YouTube, so you
Yes,
can
yes,
find a
yes,
better
yes,
video and then start your topic with that. Okay, Raghav, thank you
yes.
for the part of the lockdown learner. Thank you, Raghav, for taking out your precious time
Welcome.
for our channel. Thank you.